for some football now from Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. Today, a good one on tap in the AFC South. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. The second-year man, Cam Little, has the honors. And off we go from Jacksonville. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by the former first-round pick out of Duke, quarterback Daniel Jones.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is.
First carry now for the forward Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Trying to avoid the early 3 and out. They face 3rd and a yard. Working from the gun, it's Jones. The outside, hauled in by Pittman.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jones. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. A gain there of 11. First down, Indianapolis.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Jaguars' 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 4. Again, they'll throw with Jones. And this one is caught by Pierce. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. They'll go with the sneak. He is going to have a Colts first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
A gain of a yard, and a Colts first down.
On the handoff, running left, that's Taylor. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
2nd and 10. They go right back to Taylor. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
A
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Play 10 of this opening drive. And here's third down. Shotgun now for Jones. He gets this one complete to Pittman. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Play is stopped. We have an injury to one of the Jaguars. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Taylor gets it out of the pistol. And he's into the end zone. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown Colts. And Greg, that is the way you love to start one of those games. Get off the bus, get on the field, get in the end zone. The road team with the first 6 of this one.
And you can just see, Mike, it takes a lot of the air out of the stadium. And this crowd, they're fired up, start of the game, trying to make their presence felt. And the opposing team goes all the way down for an opening drive touchdown. That's an ideal way to start when you find yourself on the road.
Badgley's extra point is good. And the Colts will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. So here come the Jaguars, and Greg, it brings out Trevor Lawrence. Many ups and downs in his first 4 seasons. Now year 5 for the former #1 overall pick out of Clemson.
So he's entering season number 5, and make no mistake about it, Mike, at times he has shown flashes of brilliance, but they just can't seem to put it all together to be a perennial playoff contender. Now new coach, new situation, can he become the franchise quarterback that they need him to be, that they drafted him to be? Because if he can turn in those consistent high-level performances, I think he can change the future of this franchise pretty quickly.
Pick up a 2 on the last run. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He'll step up and run this. Trevor avoids the hit, takes a slide, but also picks up a first down.
And the Jaguars, first down. 1st and 10.
And this is what you like to see if you're the head coach. Not only does your quarterback know exactly where that first down marker is, he's able to pick up the first down, but then get himself on the ground. He avoids the big hit and picks up the first down.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And he's not able to get away. He does manage to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that'll set up 2nd down.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play, and good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
It's complete. It's Parker Washington. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. He's going to have the Jags first down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Man in motion here is Washington. quick throw on the RPO is complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
17 yards on that connection. That's good for a Jaguar first down.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. He brings this to about the 26-yard line. Sauce Gardner makes the tackle.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Lawrence on the draw. It's Etienne. Who managed to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Zaire Franklin that time there for the tackle.
Brings up 3rd and
with
2.
that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
He will have the Jaguars first down as they get 5 on 3rd and 2.
What a nice drive this continues to turn out to be. I mean, to continue to maintain possession and sustain this drive, you can feel the defense is starting to wear down. So they had an opportunity there to get off the field and come away with a 3rd down stop, but they pick up just enough and get a fresh set of downs.
And he will score! Trevor Lawrence, touchdown Jaguars!
What a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Jaguars come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Ashton Doolin now to return it. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Colts offense ready to get going with their second possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 6. To throw, it's Jones. A gain there of 21. That's good for a Colts first down.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for a Colts first down. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. And we'll have more from Jacksonville after this. The Colts with the football to start this second quarter. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed. So give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy. And this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Jones. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
So often, sacks, especially on 1st down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
Short one, and it's caught by Warren. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback. And even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
Jones operating out of the pistol. Right back to Warren again. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. A gain of 21 on that pass play. 1st down, Indianapolis.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day. So there's a sense of urgency with these RPOs, especially in the NFL game, because your linemen, they're thinking it's a run, so you can't allow them to get downfield. So that's where this quick decision-making from the quarterback is so critical, and the timing of this one just wasn't quite right and falls incomplete.
That's complete to his running back, Taylor. Well, he's brought down, and that pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Again, it's Jones. And that is incomplete. Anthony Gould was the intended target. And it's going to be 4th down.
All right, so in these 3rd and short, 3rd and mediums, we're kind of seeing teams around the league, Mike, kind of start shifting to more of a run-down philosophy where they say, okay, even if we don't pick it up, we still have 4th down. So many teams around the league are playing with that philosophy. In this case, they keep it in the air, falls incomplete, just brings up a challenging 4th down decision. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. An unbalanced look to the left here on 1st down. Throwing is Lawrence. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
It's a loss of a yard.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Second down, Lawrence. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the first down.
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And 15.
Third and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come third down.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So anytime you find yourself in third and long, it's hard to really be unpredictable as a play caller because the defense knows it's most likely going to be a pass. They understand where the down and distance markers are, and there's really nowhere for him to go with the ball, and he has to throw it away.
A 58-yard attempt.
Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars will level the score at 10 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
All level at 10 as this one's kicked off. On the return, it's Doolin. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first two possessions. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
That one complete to Pierce. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. Back over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
A penalty is declined.
Quick throw on this RPO, and Downs has it. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
It's a gain
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. That's good for a Colts first down.
A gain of 11.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big game.
They'll work the middle here with Taylor. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Fake the handoff. Now Jones. The two-time Pro Bowler, Josh Hines Allen, getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw is Jones. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And that's not going to do it. They'll get about 3, but it's 4th and long coming up.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. The Colts about to kick this one away. Parker Washington is deep for Jacksonville. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. A first down throw for Lawrence. This one complete to Washington.
Complete to Parker Washington. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Now a handoff. ETN. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Here we go. Lawrence. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
On 4th down, here's the AFC Pro Bowler from a year ago, Logan Cook to punt. Anthony Gould deep for Indy. This fielded inside the 35. And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Colts offense going to take over just before the half. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jones. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Working from the gun, it's Jones. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Jaguars think they have it, and they do.
Recovered by the Jaguars.
Mike,
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by
Previous play
replay.
is under
So this
review.
one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Halftime coming up. Let's go downstate, and Scott Hansen has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. This returnable from the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Sauce Gardner makes the tackle.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
You know, there's a rule that's pretty simple when you're running routes against zone coverage, Mike, and it's as simple as if you're open, stay open. Instead, you see the receiver here, he ends up running to a covered window, and it just clouds the vision of the quarterback. Instead of throwing into a wide open target, he's now forced to throw into a contested area.
Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
The fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line.
1st and 10.
The Colts offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. Low-scoring game, all time, 3rd quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
But even 20 yards, impressive start to this drive.
It's a gain of 20. And a Colts 1st down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll go again here with Taylor. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of
20-yard pickup there. 1st down, Indianapolis.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Colts.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Throwing on first down is Jones. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
First down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
We'll try the zone read on first and 10. And he's in! Daniel Jones. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, they were not hiding anything there. The quarterback takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for the touchdown.
And this was a run from the jump, Mike. There was no disguising anything. There was 10 guys blocking and 1 guy running, and in this case, it's the quarterback taking it in for 6.
Badgley now, attack on the extra point. It's up and good. And the Colts go up by 7. It is now 17-10.
Jaguars 10.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to get back at it. They find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. Begins with a carry from ETN. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Now second down throw for Lawrence. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He's going to let one go, looking for Myers. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Jacoby Myers was the intended target. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. They'll start with Taylor. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Jones. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. That's Pierce in motion. Jones going to try and throw on 3rd down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he's not going to get there. A couple of yards short. And this is going to be a turnover on downs.
Result of the play.
So this play by the middle linebacker is all about play recognition. Reminds me of a former teammate, Luke Kuechly. He knew the play before it was going to happen. Watch him. He diagnoses, he tracks the ball, and bang, makes a huge tackle, short of the yard to gain, forces the turnover on downs.
Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down.
Lawrence's pass, complete to Jacoby Myers. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. He'll go right back to Myers. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
A gain of 4 yards.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket, nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. To throw is Lawrence. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
The tackle made back at his
Latu getting in for the sack. And now it's going to be 3rd and a mile.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Back to throw. Lawrence. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. A pretty good comeback, to say the least. Not enough for a 1st down, but a really solid pickup. And it brings us to 4th down.
I don't care what defensive strategy you apply here on 3rd and real long, Mike, but you have to tackle in space. They almost let this guy pick up enough after the catch to convert a 3rd and real long. Fortunately for them, they brought him down just short. Brings up 4th down.
Lawrence to throw for it on 4th down. That one caught. Jacoby Myers. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Jaguars.
And while everyone's going to focus on the play downfield, this touchdown, Mike, it ultimately occurs because of the protection up front. They do a great job picking up the blitz, and with those extra few seconds, that's all the time he needs. Finds his man streaking downfield, open, and when great awareness meets great scheme, all you need is great execution.
Here's Cam Little for the PAT. He's got it. And the Jaguars will come back to tie things at 17. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. On the return, it's Doolin. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Colts offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. On play action, it's Jones. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down.
And with the defenders biting on that hard play action, the tight end knows he's going to be open once he crosses that linebacker. All his quarterback has to do is get his hips turned around and deliver the ball on target, and it's an easy first down.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he will finally be taken down, but not until he gets to the Colts' 31-yard line. That is two big pickups to start the drive. 32 on the latest.
And this is why you tailor your offense around a guy like this. I mean, every once in a while, mix in some design runs. He's got such game-changing ability with the ball in his hands, and here he rips off a big one.
He'll get this quickly to Warren on the RPO. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Here's Jones. He'll take off again.
Jones scrambles from the pocket. Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 14.
So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Fourth quarter commences. It's a run by Taylor. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Really nice job here defensively, not only to get the penetration and to clog those run lanes, but they're able to take him down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. He'll try to run for it. And that's not going to be nearly enough. He'll get 4, but 4th and long coming up.
That's a great job defensively. Even though they let him escape the rush initially, there was nowhere to go with either their ball or as a runner, and they're able to force 4th down.
Here's a big one now from Michael Badgley. This to take the lead here in the 4th. This one has plenty of legs, and it is good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
From the 6, here comes a return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Jags offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. Now Lawrence on the bootleg. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Sometimes it's easy for a defense to lose track of a running back, especially when he leaks out from the backfield, but not the case here. They kept eyes on him the whole time. Comes in, makes a sure tackle, and drops him for a loss.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. Forced out left.
And that was really well defended along the back end, Mike. And with nobody open downfield, he's got no choice but to turn into a runner. They end up rallying to the ball, and they limit to a minimal gain.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. To throw is Lawrence. He's got a man. That's Myers. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the 4th quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle, and he's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Jaguars. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Little on now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jaguars have taken a 4-point advantage.
Colts 20.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Anthony Gould now to return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Colts offense and Daniel Jones ready to get going once more. And this team had come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go. And he's turned a number of those into big plays.
Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Jones. A throw out wide. That is dropped. That could be a live football. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. On the return, it's Doolin. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. one. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, here's a run with Caleb. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 4. Now Jones. He's got his man. That's down. 12 yards on that hookup. That's good for a Colts first down.
12 yards. And the Colts first down. A gain of 12. First down, Indianapolis.
And despite things looking pretty bleak at the moment, I think you got to respect the fact they're out there swinging. They're trying to pull off a double-digit comeback here in the 4th quarter.
Jones now on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On 2nd down, here's Jones. And this one is caught by Pierce. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd down, 3 to go. Again, they'll throw with Jones. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Daniel Jones. A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Colts first down. First and 10.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down. Anytime a running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
To break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Jones. Left side, that is caught by Warren. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 11-yard line.
2nd and a yard. Now, Jones. The ball comes out. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush. You have to understand when that clock's going off. That ball either needs to come out or it certainly needs to be protected.
And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll drop to throw. That one out wide to Abdullah. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Amir Abdullah. Touchdown, Indy.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
So, certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion. And he will get into the end zone. The two-point conversion is successful. And game on. Lead is down to 3 here in the fourth quarter.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
This will be returned from the 6. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Jaguars offense ready to take over once again. And this game not quite in hand yet. Still, all 3 timeouts left for the defense, so they can't just kneel this one out. But one first down will essentially end the game. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second. Talk things over before third down.
3rd and 4.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. The Colts will signal for their 3rd and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. So shout to Duval here in Duval County, Florida. It is a win for the Jaguars. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Jaguars are the winners here at home as we say so long from Jacksonville.